Hello students, welcome to Vidyalankar. We are going to see now how to fill the online application form for 11th standard admission in Maharashtra state. So for that, in the browser, you will have to type the website FYJC Once done, what you see is on the screen, wherein there are two tabs. One is student login and the one is student registration and the other is login, for which you are going to click on student registration, where you can see that the next screen shows student registration, applicants 10th school area within Maharashtra state and outside Maharashtra state. So in case of within Maharashtra state, irrespective of your board, whether you are from SSC, ICSE, CBSE, but if your school is in Maharashtra state, you're going to click on within Maharashtra state. Then the applicant's status. So if you are a fresher or a repeater, or you have passed standard 10 previously, as applicable, you will click. Here we'll click on fresher. The next then is 10th standard or equivalent examination board, for which there are number of options given: SSC, CBSE, ICSE, IB, etc. Now, when you click on SSC, if you're from SSC board and if you click on SSC, you'll have to put in your seat number. The moment you write your seat number, all your details will be fetched from the SSC board site. But if you're from other board like CBSE, ICSE or any other, in that case, you'll have to write all the detailed information. So now I have clicked on ICSE, where now we will write down the seat number, which is your unique ID on your hall ticket. Then month of examination, which is March, year of examination 2026, and your full name as given in the format, that is first name, middle name, and surname. Then comes the applicant's contact details. Now here you have to give a valid email ID which is in use and a valid mobile number which you're using regularly, because all the communication from the education department would be on this email ID and on this mobile number. Also remember not to change the mobile number till the entire admission process is over. Then comes the security question. Now, in the drop-down window, there are a number of questions. You can select whatever you want and write the answer accordingly. Please keep it written somewhere so that you do not forget it for future reference. Then the password details. You have to generate your own password, which should be minimum 8 characters, including a special character, numerical, capital. So your password should be very strong. Confirm the password and then enter the CAPTCHA code. Once you enter the CAPTCHA code, next would be the tab register. So click on register. Okay, now this mobile number since was already registered, let's put some other mobile number. All right. As you can see, we have successfully registered, and you can see here that dear so and so, my name, you have registered successfully, your application form number and login ID as given over there. Now you can either print this or download this and save it on your computer so that in future you do not forget your login ID. Also, your login ID password you may have received on your email ID and the mobile number that you've given. Now click on proceed to login, and now with your login ID and the password that you had generated, you can log into this. All right, enter the CAPTCHA code. Let's see. Fine. We have logged in successfully, and as you can see that here we can see your user login ID, IP address, type of applicant, etc. All the details are given here. On the left hand side, there's a dashboard which has application form part 1, cap option part 2, quota choices, etc. Now we have to fill the application form part 1, which has all your details. Now if you click on registration details, you can see that whatever details you had furnished for registration are already filled up over here. Then you will click on personal details and you're going to fill up all your personal details, wherein your name already appears. Write your mother's name, your gender as applicable, date of birth, name of 10th standard school. Then is school index number and UDAS number. Now both these numbers would be available on your school living certificate, but it's not a mandatory field. Even if you do not know and you do not fill it, it is absolutely fine. Then have you passed the government Jilla Parishad? Anyway, this is disabled because you have clicked on ICSE. So once done, you will click on save and next. That will open your next tab, that is address details. Now applicant's address for correspondence, wherein you're going to write your address, PIN code, state, district, taluka, etc., town, etc. And once done, your contact details, as you had already given one contact number, give an alternate mobile number or a landline number and then save and next. That opens then the next tab, which is category and reservation. Now this is the constitutional reservation, that is reservation in caste. So if you belong to any of these castes, click on that, or otherwise you will click on open. After that, there are other special reservations like handicap, earthquake affected, or if the parents have been transferred in online process area, or grandparents, if your grandparents are freedom fighter, or if your parents are ex-servicemen, or if you belong to a sports category. Now in sports category, it is if you have participated in at a national level, only then you are eligible for sports category. The next is if you are an orphan or if you belong to a minority quota. Accordingly, you have to click on yes or no. Now the minority quota is usually either religious minority like Jain, Christian, Buddhist, or it could be a linguistic minority. Next is then in-house quota. Now in-house quota is if your school has 11th and 12th standard college attached to your school, you could apply through in-house quota, but that is applicable, that can be reflected here only if you put your UDAS number and your index number in the previous registration details. All right. So since we have not put that, it automatically comes as no. Then you will save and go to the next thing. Next is your uploading required documents. Now here you have to upload your 10th standard mark sheet and school living certificate. But since the results are not yet out, you haven't yet received your 10th standard mark sheet or the school living certificate, we won't be able to upload anything. Then the next is pay admission processing fees. Now your registration fee here can be paid by online, credit card, debit card, internet banking or UPI. Once done, you can then the next tab opens is proceed to pay admission. So the tab will open for whatever way you want to proceed and then log the application form. When you click on log the application form, what you see is all the details that you have filled, your registration plus the details you have filled, your address, reservation, etc. All the details will be reflected over here. And the mark sheets or the school living certificate that you have uploaded. Scroll down and your fees that you have paid. Now here the status shows incomplete because the fees have not yet been paid and the documents have not been uploaded. Once you do all this formality, then the next is declaration, which will be, just now it looks disabled, but it will be enabled, which you will click and then you will log the application form. Now, as of now, since you have not uploaded the documents, we have not received, we cannot log the part 1 form. Once the uploading of documents, processing fee, everything is over, you will log the form and then we will fill the part 2 form. Now, we will again come up with the video for filling up the part 2 form, which is choosing various colleges for the CAPRA. Thank you very much.